Wonderful. So, thank you for joining us for the FPUK pre-London Pen Show chat, which is sponsored by the Writing Equipment Society, or WES. The Autumn London Pen Show is the biggest event in the UK fountain pen calendar, and this year, for the first time, the show is over 2 days. We've got lots of vendors who are with us this evening who are going to talk about what they will have available at the show so that we can all plan what we want to spend our money on and look out for. And if you've got any questions for a specific vendor, either just pop it into the chat while they're talking or just wait till they finish speaking and ask at the end. Once we've had a chance to hear from everyone, I'll open the floor up so that you can ask any general questions that you might have about visiting the show. We've got quite a few seasoned people on here who've been to more than one show, shall we say, and I'm sure lots of people will be able to join in and help. So to kick off, I'd like to invite Noor from Pick and Mix to join us and tell us a little bit about Pick and Mix.
Hello, I'm Noor. I'm half of Pick and Mix. My counterpart is currently still stuck at work. So we do ink samples in essentially 2 volumes, 2 or 5 mils, and we do a variety of different brands. We've been doing this for about 4 years, so I think the majority of pen show attenders have either seen us or have heard of us. This is going to be our last London pen show. We're shutting shop and we're winding down. So this isn't a marketing ploy. If you want something, just get it in London. It's unlikely to be available beyond London. For anyone who has come to us before, we are changing things because we envisage Saturday being incredibly, incredibly busy, which will be very exciting. But we are a 2-woman band and we pack the orders as they come in. So we generally let people order, take payment, and then give a time frame to pick stuff up. I don't think that's going to work this on the Saturday, to be honest, just because of how busy it's going to be. So we've changed things a little bit by way of order form as usual for the people who do know about us. Take the order form, drop it in a tray, and then you'll have 2 pickup time slots to pick up your order, within which we would ask that you pick up your order. And we'll take payment when you pick up because we're winding down. We don't actually have that many vials of lots of the different inks. So we do envisage selling out of some things, not because we're particularly popular, just because we don't have a lot of stuff. Until this coming Sunday, so the 5th, you can pre-order samples and you can find the order form on our Instagram. So I'll pop it into the chat, but I'm just going to pop it into the chat. I'm not going to bother spelling it out. The order form is there and all of the instructions are on our Instagram. So as long as you've kind of popped your order in by the Sunday, you can pick it up until 4 p.m. on the Sunday of the pen show, if that makes sense. I am not used to speaking for so long, quite so uninterrupted, so I feel like I've been speaking for ages. So I'm going to stop now. I feel like I've covered everything that I wanted to cover from the list that I have in front of me. Steph knows what we do. Is there anything I need to mention?
No, I think you covered well. Has anybody else got any questions? Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. Shall we move on to Tom and Alistair of the Inked Paw? Would you guys like to tell us?
Hello, can everyone hear us all right?
Perfect.
Perfect, okay, cool. We didn't do a sound test, sorry.
No, and we might have a cat interrupt at some point. They've got the zoomies at the moment.
Yes, so they may make an appearance. Anyway, so yeah, we're Tom and Al, we're the Inked Paw. This is going to be our first show as vendors. We've been to Birmingham a few times as buyers. and spent an awful lot of money. But this will be our first one trying to sell anything to anyone. We are going to be focusing on the paper, the notebooks at London. We are not stepping on Pick and Mix's toes with ink samples, so don't come to us for ink samples at London. Come to us for notebooks and paper, basically. Anything you want to add?
Don't think so. We've got 4 sizes of notebooks, which I think you might have seen a poll as to which ones we were going to do. We're going to only be doing it on the white paper. So if you wanted one on cream paper, let us know before, and we will bring it with us. We can make it on cream, but we've got a lot to make over the next week.
Yes, and within reason, we can do custom sizes. So if there's a really specific size that you want, let us know. We can discuss whether it's something we can do. We're limited by the equipment we have. We make this at home in the evenings outside of our jobs, and in the spare bedroom. So everything is very much handmade to order. So let us know. We will see what we can do, because ultimately we want to make stuff that people can use, they love using, and that kind of fills that gap. So yeah, just get in touch with us, basically.
Yeah,
I think that's it. Is there anything else we need to cover, Steph?
That's absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing, especially the Traveller's Notebook size notebooks. And I'm a white fan, so that's great.
That will be the most popular, but I know some people are much more married to cream. So
no. Does anybody else have any questions?
What sort of paper is in your notebooks?
So it's our paper. It's 120 GSM. It is very much fountain pen friendly. That was the whole point of finding this. We spent months searching for the right paper. You can't buy it anywhere else in the UK off the shelf. We buy it in massive B0 size reams and take it to a printer to cut it down, and then we cut it down further. So yeah, 120 GSM wove and 15% cotton content.
So Al was very much a Tomo River fan, which
everyone knows about the sounds and issues. Everyone knows about that. Let's not go into that. I was devastated, caused loads of problems. Hence why I went off in a search.
But I've always been a thicker paper fan. I felt like when I was writing with Tomo River, I felt like I was writing on Bible paper. I bought not for me.
I loved it. He didn't.
But we struggled to find paper that we like the sheening and the shading with inks that doesn't get shown off with a lot of paper. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with ours, because you get the shading and the sheening, no ghosting, no bleeding. It's handled everything that we've thrown at it, even Emerald de Chevaux in a flex pen, still no ghosting. So it's thicker than most people normally like, but it does handle everything. And we will be bringing stuff to try on the day. So we'll have kind of offcuts that you can on clipboards. So bring your worst pen to give it a go. And I think you'll still be pleasantly surprised. I think at the Bath Pen Meet recently, someone bought it's like a super flex pen. It literally dumped half a bottle of ink on the paper. It still didn't ghost. So I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, that sounds like my Scribo medium flex. It's like a fire hose. So maybe that's the one to test. Good. Thank you very much. Sounds great.
No worries.
Fantastic. Any more questions? Okay. Thank you very much. And
me. Sorry. I was out of the room and I couldn't press me unmute thing. I've been trying to do washing up. How many pennies should I raid my piggy bank for? Please, roughly. What's your sort of
on our website? It's all on our website. The prices. Our A5 notebooks start at £10. However, for the London Pen Show, we will be doing 10% discount off everything. And if you can't make the London Pen Show for whatever reason, we have put a discount code.
I am.
So everybody gets to benefit from the London Pen Show discount. So essentially, our A5 notebooks, 64 pages, will be £10, and then it slowly decreases. So it'd be £9, and then it's about £9 for the traveller's notebook. So I'm not very good at maths, but 10%.
I checked that.
Yeah, and then the pocket size is £5 with 10% off, and the traveller's notebook passport size is £4 with, again, 10% off. The 4 sizes we're doing to start off with, but again, if you want a very specific size, get in touch. We can have a look into it.
We'll also be selling our loose leaf and our writing sets as well.
Yeah.
Lovely. Do you want to pop your website into the chat so that people can have a look and see? That would be good.
I'll let you know.
Are there any other questions? Okay. Shall we move on then to John from Silver Bell Pens? John, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about you and what you'll have at the show?
Well, all I do is sell pens, make pens and sell pens. That's what people want, isn't it, at shows?
It really is.
Hopefully. But I recognise a lot of the faces from previous years, and I'm looking forward to it. Saturday being the busy day, I believe. Sunday, hopefully. It's a learning curve, isn't it, for us all? But if anyone wants to ask me any questions about the pens I make, I can answer the questions to the best of my ability.
Does anybody have any questions for John?
There's a few people I recognise that's been to my store before, and they
you make some absolutely stunning pens.
Well, they're not going to be the cheapest of pens that you'll find at the show, but I do like to take a variety of pens. I start with what I call my Simply Elegant range, and then depending on the amount of work and silver that goes into them, that affects the price, obviously.
Yeah, all of your hardware and everything's solid silver, isn't it?
It's Argentium silver. I only work with Argentium silver, solid.
Okay. I didn't know that.
The only thing on my pens that's not silver is the nib and the ink converter. Everything else is handmade, including all the silver in my workshop here in Cornwall. And well, it's up to the customers. If they like them, they like them. If they don't like them, they don't. I like to do a variety of pens. I've been limited this year to the amount of nonagons, the 9-sided pens I can make because of the time. I think I'll probably have 7 or 8 abalone shell pens at the show. I've got some vintage Fordite pens that I'm taking. I'll take a good selection of Simply Elegant pens. They're the least expensive, but they do the same job as all the others. They just don't appeal to everybody, and they don't. It's all about what people personally want. I mean, the latest abalone shell pens that I'm doing, they're quite heavy, and people have said to me they don't like light pens, so I'm working on making the pens heavier.
Yeah, you're right. Everybody likes different things, don't they? At the end of the day, your pens are beautiful, but you generally have a good range of different things on your stand. I think Helen's commented to say that she has 2 of your pens, and she loves both of them. So
I get nothing but good feedback, fortunately. So let's continue.
And did I see a little thing on in group where you said that if you're a member of FPUK, there might be a little discount for you at the show?
You can always twist me arm. There's always a discount available for Fountain Pens UK members. I like to, and they keep returning, don't they? They keep coming and seeing me, and we have a good chat. And it's not always about buying; it's about enjoying the show and having a chat.
Absolutely,
like-minded people.
Yeah, fountain pen people are a good bunch, but that's fantastic, lovely. Are there any questions for John? Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, John.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Now, the next person I've got. Okay. Owen, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what you will have at the show, please?
Yes, I was nodding.
Yes, I will.
In approval of lighting my microphone. It's not something I'm overly familiar with, the old Zoom chat. So thanks for bearing with me there. Thank you. Thanks everyone for giving me the opportunity to talk about this. Yes, so look forward to seeing everyone. Obviously the 2-day show is going to be, different experience for us all, I think, isn't it? So obviously we've got lots of new exciting pens to tell you about. Some limited edition ones as well that have just come in. We've recently, over the last couple of weeks, we've had some really, really juicy deliveries of some really exciting things. Got some new limited edition ones from Sailor, some really limited editions there. So we've got Tamanuri Radin, for example. We've got another King of Pen Ebonite. Scribo have just released two different just a released new model with 2 different editions there. So they're going to be there. So we've got some other pens from Scribo that are also really new since the last show, certainly since the last London show. Plenty of new ones there. Leonardo, there's lots to show you there that are new as well. We've also just had the new Pilot Capless limited edition, which has just come in as well, which looks really good. I think better than the pictures do justice. Like the pictures don't do it as much justice. Now seen it in the flesh, it's looking really exciting. So that's definitely one that you want to look out for and have a little ask. Lots more brands that I would bore you to tears with talking about too long, but we're going to be bringing lots along. Other brands that we started this year, so another one, the Stipula, where we've got some really exciting nibs from those. We've got some titanium nibs, some flex nibs, for example. And if you didn't know already, it's our 21st anniversary this year. So aside from getting some more limited editions, so basically we've got a number of Leuchtturm diaries with some artwork that's been commissioned by Charlie Adlard, who's Shrewsbury native like we are, and he's famous for his artwork on The Walking Dead. So we've got his artwork on the front of the Leuchtturm notebooks, and we've also going to be getting limited edition ink from Diamond, which we'll have there at the show, fingers crossed if timing permits. And also we're doing a collaboration for a pen with Den's Pens as well. So yeah, definitely lots to look out for. Do keep an eye out for updates on our social media, and there's going to be some newsletters going out. I know I've seen some of the faces here and some of the names of people who are on our newsletter as well. But like I say, as always, before we have the shows, if there's anything specific that you're looking for us to bring, it is really helpful if you can just let us know as well, because we can't take the whole shot, but as much as we would love to. But yeah, so any little heads up like that. With the 21st anniversary as well, guys, we're going to be having some drinks on the Saturday night in the Novotel as well at 8 o'clock. So I know you'll be getting an invite through social media / newsletters there. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled in terms of that on our newsletter. The only other thing that's really exciting to tell you about as well, on Saturday, we're going to be setting up a bit of an area close to our table. Well, it's going to be behind our table, really, where we're going to have a bit of a flex workshop. So I know a lot of you love your flex nibs. So we've got a bit of a special guest doing a bit of flex workshop. So on the day, you can book your sort of one-on-one sessions, really, to have a little go with some flex nibs. Obviously, we do have some fantastic flex nibs, for example, like Scribo 14K nibs are just absolutely heavenly. And like I say, if you've never tried one before and you didn't know and you wanted to know a little bit more, it's a really good chance to sort of have a sit down and have a one-on-one go for it, which sometimes you can't always do at London because it's quite manic, let's face it, sometimes, as you all know. So yes, I feel like, again, like Nor said earlier, I feel like I've been talking for a long time there, so uninterrupted as well. So thanks for listening to me witter on. But yeah, very open to questions and anything like that. please. Yeah.
Well, apologies because I didn't introduce you very well. So, to those who don't know, this is over my ear. So, and I have a question. So, yes. I saw on your social media that you were going to have a 21st birthday ink from Mine.
Yes.
A, is it going to be at the show? And B, what colour is it?
Well, all to be kept very much under wraps until the day, because no, it's not. I can give you a clue that it's going to be one of our logo colours. So I think we can go from there. So okay. Yes, we are pushing tight for the deadline, but we're hoping 100% it's going to be there on time. So no, it will be. I'm reassured. Very excited for that, and we've nailing down the colour and nailing down the artwork for the bottles as well. So yeah, no, it's been quite an exciting experience actually.
Yeah, it's good. It is good fun. So no, that's excellent. Does anybody else have any questions for Owen, please? Yeah.
Just we're a little bit obsessed with Scribo inks, so we tend to buy them from you. Are you likely to have any at the show?
Yes, like I said, we've got a big order coming in from Scribo. So again, all the inks we'll have. Like I said, the Scribo inks are big, and space in cars is finite. So if you want to book in a little order before, I know I've already got a couple. I think I've already got like 3 orders already for Scribo inks that people are going to pick up. Please do drop us a line, give us a shout. I can drop my email address, or if you go on our website, the sales email is really easy to go. But yeah, please do give us a heads up. And like I say, we don't want anyone to miss out, especially on a 2-day show. Like I say, and you come in the Sunday, we'll make sure that gets looked after. Yeah, so yes, absolutely.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Amazing.
On the FlexNib workshop, are you going to be like running it at a certain time, or is it just turn up and?
Yeah, so what we're probably going to do at the moment, but as it stands, we're going to be on the Saturday morning. If you want to come to us, you can book sort of a 15-minute slot. So I think we're going to be starting at 11 o'clock and going throughout the day, really. So I mean, you'll be able to book at the table at the time for sure. But I mean, if you wanted to book in a slot, or like I said, you wanted to reserve a little time well in advance, please let me know. And like I said, we'll make sure it gets booked in for that as well. But at the same time, we'll be booking slots as on the day. Really,
so do I do that before? Obviously before. So.
Yeah,
or like I said,
yeah, via the website or via our email. Obviously, I can leave a couple of email addresses for you to contact us on here, or we're active enough messaging back people on social media as well. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to beat the queue, as it were, and get a good time, then please do. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
I definitely put that in the group next week as well, Owen, because I think there's a lot of people who'd be interested in that. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll take the 11 o'clock slot, please.
Nice. Yeah, there's been a lot of planning and with discussions about ways it's best going to work without causing too much chaos in terms of having everyone arrive at a time, because we thought it might be quite nice on an intimate basis, really. So that's why we thought the appointments might work the best.
Yeah, I just think especially if Steph puts it in the group, you're probably going to be filled out. Possibly even before certainly all the morning slots, I'm sure. So yeah, seriously, if I've got a email, did somebody put an email up?
There's a link. There's a link to the website, and if you scroll down to the bottom on the website, there's a contact email. I think I'm right.
Okay.
Definitely right. Yeah, and if not, I can drop in. I can pop an email address for myself or for the other one as well. Absolutely, yes.
Thank you,
Paul has commented to say that he's sewing for the Charlie Adlard cover pad.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if you've seen our social media over the last couple of weeks as well. We have teased what the artwork looks like, so I'm sure it's not too much of a secret what it is, but that's got his signature artwork on. So yeah, it's looking very good. Oh, thank you for whoever's put my our sales email address in there. That's great. Thank you.
I just wanted to say, and it's not a question, because I can't go to the show, and as a consolidation prize, I got a nice Pine Lamy 2000 from you. So thank you very much, because I love it.
Yes, fantastic, lovely to see. Good stuff.
So I'm hoping for a green ink to go in it now.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm sure we've got a whole book of swatches at the shop, so I'm sure I can.
Well, I was
pair
thinking
enough to
about maybe a
match it up.
21st anniversary one, but we'll
Oh,
see.
well, that's a very good green. Yes, so I think that's a very good idea. Very
Depends how matchy you are.
Eh?
Depends how matchy you are.
Well, yeah.
Excellent, lovely. Any more questions for Owen? No, that's wonderful. Thank you very much, Owen. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sarah from Giraffe Gifts, would you like to introduce yourself and tell everybody what you've got in store for us at the show?
Hi everybody, I'm Sarah. So I've got 2 stationery shops in Cheshire and a very poor website. That this is my 3rd year of doing pen shows and I've still not got the website finished, so I do apologise on that front. We've got the Kaweco DIY event on our store. So it's the Emerald Eve that we've got, which is this year's colour. So we've got 60 pens that you can make, so that they are limited. We've got 15 fine, 15 broad and 30 medium nibs. So if you want those, do pop along. I can't organise a pre-ordering system, I'm sorry. I just haven't really got the time. But we will have those, and we'll also have some Kaweco fountain pens, clasps, converters, cartridges, etc., along with some basic Lamy Safaris, converters, cartridges, ink, etc. too. We're also bringing Tom's Studio pens. I'm not bringing the fountain pens. They sent me a sample, and I really didn't like it very much, so I'm going to bring the sample with me. So if anybody wants to try the sample pen that I've got and see what they think to it and give me your opinions, I'd be appreciative of that. But we will have the Wren and the Lumos plus Tom Studio, some inks. We'll have testers for all of it. It's new to us. It only arrived yesterday. I've not sold it before, so I'd be really interested. I know it's not a fountain pen, but I do know that there's been some interest in the pens in the group.
Yeah.
We'll also have notebooks, Leuchtturm, Dingbats, Art File. We'll have gifts, and we'll also have Lagami. Again, I know they're not fountain pens, but we always do really, really well with the Lagami erasables at the pen shows. We'll have the limited edition Halloween and the limited edition farm sets, as well as all the other erasables. And then we'll have a few gifty bits of like notebook tidies, a few sort of journal supplies like page tabs and things like that. We'll be bringing some of the ransom note graffiti books with us. So if you're a journaler, they've got all ransom note type stickies, which are absolutely brilliant. And we'll have a few fun bits of stationery as well. So that's us. I'm really looking forward to it. This will be my 3rd London pen show. Hopefully I'll get it right this time. Every time I come, I seem to forget something that I need. So I'm hoping that this year is going to be my year of getting everything right.
Oh, fantastic. How are you feeling about 2 days?
I'm a little bit nervous because it's only me and my husband that do it, and we've got 3 tables and the DIY pen to run between us. So please be patient with us.
Good, definitely. Have we got any questions for Sarah, please? Okay, lovely. Thank you very much, Sarah.
That was easy. See you all next weekend.
Okay, so is Mike from Right Pieces? Are you here? Hello? Sorry, I'm just trying to look through. I can see John from Yakida Custom Pens. Would you like to go next and tell us a little bit about you and what you'll bring with you?
Yeah, so it's my first show as a vendor. Then I obviously go as a buyer. Most of the pens was in the UK, so most of what I have will all be Urushi stuff. So I'll show you a couple of things. So I got, I don't know whether you can see them here. So we'll have, I'm doing all this on my phone, sorry, so we may be a little out of focus here somehow. I can't. Right, so.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
is that right? I can't.
That's it.
Okay, so these are basically finished pens, all different shapes, sizes. and types of finishes. So this side here, I'll have pens that possibly won't be finished by the time I get there, but will be available at a later date. There's one here for Helen, who's currently on the Zoom meeting. So she likes quite a long pen compared to a normal one. Yeah, so this will be a 5th pen off me. So yeah, so compared to a normal pen, as you can see, it's quite a little bit longer. So, but I'll only have one of these with me at the time. So I would say available for order at a later date then. They normally take around 12 to 16 weeks to make. So that's one thing I'll have. I've done some Kakamori nib holders as well in acrylics. Some Urushis. I think you can see the Urushi ones there, here, and in ebonites as well. And I've also been doing pen pillows, and they're all done in Urushi. So again, you will be able to order them on the day, but I just haven't got enough to sell really. So again, they'll be sort of 12 to 16 weeks, all different sort of finishes. So if you just want a red finish, gold leaf on them. So they'll all be on the table to look at, with the pens obviously resting on them anyway. And that's about it for me really. If anybody wants a stamp in a book, I have got a stamp on ready, and I've been working on another one just for the show, with the show details on it there. If I can get it right by next weekend, then I'll have that one with me as well. So
fantastic.
That's about it for me, really. I'm not that interesting.
Is there have you got a website?
No, I just got an Instagram for the moment. Website, well, we'll see how it goes first. If I do manage to sell a few, then yes, I will probably have a website, yeah. But not at the moment. But my Instagram link is off my Facebook page, and what have you anyway.
What's your Instagram name?
All right, so it's Yakida Custom Pens. It should be there.
Oh,
I will have cards for me, and there's a QR code on the back of the card to link it then to the Instagram. I don't put a massive amount on there. Lots of people keep telling me I should be putting more, Helen, but I don't often get a chance and what have you. So as I suppose a lot of us work full time and do what we do part time, then, you know. So
yeah, absolutely. So have we got any questions? Any questions? No. Okay, we'll make sure you all pop over and say hi to John. Did we have a question?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Turn out.
And next we have got Chris from the Writing Equipment Society, or WES, and I'm just trying to find her. Can you? Oh, there you are.
The one that's waving.
It's me here. Hello. Hi, everybody. Chris Lewis, Chair at WES. Some of you are members, some of you may not be yet. Anyway, we're really looking forward to seeing you at the show. 2 days. What fun, eh? Lots to talk about. Now, we are launching some things on the show. We did give you, those of you who are on a recent FPUK call, we did give you a little preview of the drum roll WES member gallery. That is going to be launched. So anybody who's a member of WES can now have their own WES member gallery, where you can just post items you've got that you love and you want to show off to people, or you want to talk about, or you could use it to sell stuff if you want. So we will have that in operation from that day. It's a one-off £50 setup fee. And for as long as you are a WES member, it's a lifetime, hopefully you're a lifetime WES member, then you've got that. So there'll be a straightforward user guide. George, who is also here, is the mastermind behind making sure your gallery gets set up and helping you out if there's any technical issues, which I'm sure there won't, because if us novices who've been able to do it and played around with it can do it, then I think everybody's going to be fine. So that's good fun. So that's launching. We will also, there's a lot of inks and notebooks and things happening, I hear, on here. Well, we haven't missed the boat then, because we will have our first WES set of personalised inks. You can be passionate in pink, you can be terrific in teal, you can be opulent in orange, or you can be vibrant in violet. They're all my favourite fun tropical colours, actually. So we will have a set of each one being 30 mil, and that will retail out at a very, very good price of just £16.95. That comes in a nice display box, and that will be there available for you to buy afterwards. It's been handled by Pure Pens, and Ross Adams, who's been working with me on this to get this collaboration out. He'll be selling them from his website thereafter. But you can't have those nice inks, can you, without having notebooks? So we will have some Rhodia soft cover notebooks, A5 size, in, guess what? Well, it had to be pink, teal, violet, and orange. So they're matchy-matchy. All you've got to do is come along with your pens. So they'll be available, and you can go and have a look at what they might cost at the Long River, but they'll be there for £15, which is a really, really good price. And you never know, we might just do a couple of show specials where we bundle together a set of inks and a notebook. We'll wait and see. You have to come to the stand to see if that's going to be there, but I'm sure it will be. So, you know, what more could you want? Okay, so don't forget, just as a last reminder, we'll be there for both days. We've got 3 tables. Council members will be there to answer any questions, help you out. And if it is your first time attending the show, then we're more than happy for you to come along and say, help, what do I do? Where do I go? What's happening? Because it can be a little bit of an ordeal for the show virgin, should I say. So do come along and see us. But if you want to join us, don't forget, you can be in for just £20. That's a digital membership. It gives you 3 digital magazines, which are at least 60 pages, full colour magazine through the year. And you will get free entry to a pen show. Guess what? All of them in the UK, you'll get free entry. It's a no-brainer. Plus, as a WES member, of course, then you'll get the deals that we'll have on offer. And you could have your own website as well. What more? So, George, have I said enough? Is there anything else?
I think you probably said enough. I think there's a lot happening at the same time on the stand. So please come along and find out not just what £20 of membership for £37.50 buys you for a year in terms of value, but also just have a chat. Let us know what you're interested in, what you've got available, and you see what we've got.
That's also, I didn't mention it, but we also want to push the WES pen repair classes, which have been very, very popular. So on the stand, we will have a rolling presentation. So that will give some insight into the pen repair classes as well. So look forward to seeing you there.
Fantastic. I would like to mention that the next journal that is being released has a very special article in it about the 10th anniversary of Fountain Pens UK. So another good reason to sign up to read all about the group's history. Excellent. Anybody else got any questions for Chris or George?
Chris, is it true that if you go to enough pen shows, the digital membership actually ends up being free? because you
Probably.
you get so much discount off for being a digital member off your pen shows that you actually end up with a free membership, and it's a very good offer. That's true, isn't it?
It's got to be. You know, I mean, the pen show entry has gone up to £7. There are what, 5 UK pen shows, so you know it's done. Exactly.
And
if you get a free ticket,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well worth the £20. Well worth it.
I know. I think what are we doing? But you know, we want to really make sure that, like us within FPUK, because I've been a member of FPUK for years as well. You know, it's a community, and we want to broaden the community as well. Hence, we want a collaboration with FPUK. It's a no-brainer. There's so many of you guys who are in this world that we want to share with. So from that perspective alone, you know, it's a question of, okay, it's a very good value membership, but it's more about being able to benefit from all the archive stuff we have as well, because we've got a lot of serious archive materials that people do like to be able to have access to. So yeah, absolutely, Dom. Thank you for another sales effort there.
Lovely. Have we got any more questions?
Me.
Jackie?
So how far in advance if I want to get a digital membership, how far in advance do I have to get it to get my entry to the show?
How long are you on here for?
Somebody have to process it.
It's instant.
It's
instant.
Okay.
It's instant.
So
if you
what do I
log
do? Bring
on to
the
the
membership
website
along. I'm there.
Yeah. If
Split
all you have to
screen,
do,
I'm there.
all you have to do is go onto the Wes website, go into the shop, and find the digital membership.
Yeah, I'm there.
Process that. Pay your money. Pay your £20.
Add to cart. So do I get a membership and then I get a number and I just show that when I come to the show?
No. What will happen is you sign up first, a membership secretary will process that or make sure it's all processed and let you know. And then once you've done that and you're able to log into your account, miraculously, the pen show tickets option will show up on the services tab. Yeah, so if you're not signed into a Wes account, you won't see that. So don't go trying to buy a pen show ticket any other way other than going through the Wes website, because otherwise you won't get the free ticket. Once you've done that, then the boys at Pen Show will send you an email and tell you what you've got to do. You end up getting a QR code. Just bring that along, either on your phone or print it out. You'll be in.
All right,
I'm
at the proceed to confirmation right now. Hang on, proceed to. Right,
I was going to say, anyway, Chris, I've just done it now. So.
Chris, stop taking up everyone's time.
2 new members, goodness.
Chris, it might be worth mentioning that you need to apply for the pen show tickets at least 2 days before the show, otherwise it can't be processed.
Well.
At least that's what it says on the website.
I know, but just to say that the people who actually do it, which is George, the membership secretary, who happens to be my hubby, he's watching rugby at the moment, but I'll make sure he deals with it later. we do it. And I think, George, didn't we leave the pen show ticket running until almost the night before or something?
Yeah, pretty much until the night before the code is valid. So you can go in and get your ticket.
Yeah, but I mean, we try to encourage people to do it sooner rather than later so that you've done it. But yeah, if you were a last minute person, as long as you see it's still visible on the website, then you can get it. And as long as you bring your little email with the QR code on there along with you, you'll get in on the day. It is 1 day, just for new members. It is only a 1 day ticket that we're giving. So if you want to upgrade it to the 2 days or an early bird, you can do that on the door. So you'll just have to pay your second day.
I'm paying.
George, you've done it. Great minds. That's brilliant. Yeah, no, the way that the ticket works now, as soon as you buy it, you get an email and then you just use the code on it. It's really brilliant. It's excellent. Wonderful. Any more questions for Chris? No? Okay.
See you there then. See you there.
Thanks, Chris. Just before I introduce the next person, just going back to John, there was a question that I missed for you, which was how much, can I ask how much the nib holder is, please?
I haven't quite finished the pricing on it yet. If I'm honest, I've just been a bit frantic trying to get everything done, but I should be done with what I need to do by the end of the weekend, and then I'll work it out in the week. But it'll be probably around 35, 40, somewhere around with there.
Fantastic.
I think that's fair on the price.
Fantastic, lovely. Well, everybody, all the vendors can post next week in group using the hashtag LPS 2025 all week. You haven't just got your big yourself up Monday. Next week, you can tell the group all week about what you're doing at the show. Okay, and Den, would you like to, Den from Den's Pens, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you're planning for the show?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sorry, I completely forgot about this evening, so I'm a little bit unprepared. Luckily, I have stacks of pens sitting around on my desk that I can show off.
Excellent.
I don't know if any of you have seen my Instagram feed recently, but I did something a bit silly. So we have one of my multi-angular pens, and it has googly eyes all over it.
That's wonderful.
So I haven't counted how many are in there, but there's quite a few. And they're just randomly placed. Some of them are 3D, so they've got a lump on them. Some of them are flush with the material itself. So it's
that's really fun.
A tactile, very, very tactile. I like my tactile pens. I have taken a classic material and done similar with it. It doesn't have the googly eyes, so I only got one of those. But there's that one. Some of you should be familiar with this material.
Beautiful.
So I tried to get it on the ends so that it goes across multiple layers. Now that's got all three layers on it. So you've got the sort of creamy layer, the dark green layer, and the light green layer.
Wow. I like your tactile pens as well.
And then I've got a limited edition ebonite from SEM in Germany.
That's a lovely blue.
Yeah.
I've tried to match the patterns as best I can with that one. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
So the join is where my wedding ring is.
That's so nice.
Beautiful, Dan. Beautiful. I bet it feels lovely too, doesn't it?
It does. And I've got one that I'm in the works of doing. It's in an in-between stage, so it's got all the facets marked out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way I sand them, basically. I sand all the facets, and then the next I then mark them all, the outlines of them all, and then go up to the next stage of sandpaper and sand all the marks off, and then basically alternate each time I'm doing the sandpaper. So it's mark on, mark off. Almost like wax on, wax off, but with less karate.
Feeling about it being 2 days.
I've got a few. How many have I done of this material? 1 or 2 of Primary Manipulation 5, the new one. So I don't know whether the light is actually showing that material properly. But there's a copper band on there as well, because the copper goes really well with that material. I can't hear you, Michaela.
Hmm.
I can't hear any of that.
Yeah, you're really quiet, Michaela.
Noise.
I think that wasn't intended for the chat because she
Maybe.
muted me.
Yeah.
I've muted it, so it's easier for you.
So I've got a load. I've made a batch of Bast pens. These are the ones with the cat ears on. So that's one with one made out of Bohemian Twilight. Yes, my dear. Probably about half an hour. Pardon? 30 minutes. Sorry, my daughter's asking questions. And then I've got a bunch made out of materials that I've made, so ones like that. So these ones are polished on the inside as well. I don't know if you can see.
Makes them really shiny, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you can see.
Beautiful.
It's almost like a demonstrator. You can see the inside of this one. Same with this one. I don't know if you can. You can see the end of by the palm of my hand where it changes. You can see where it's drilled out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got stacks and stacks of pens that I've made, including really bright ones. So if you want a pen that you don't want to lose,
That's the one.
So it got a light in it.
No.
It just the way the light caught it, then it looked like you twisted it and the light came on.
Nope. No, I haven't managed to figure out a way of putting a light in a pen yet. I probably will do at some point.
Have you been playing with any more colour changing?
I'm not sure if I've got any. I think
My lovely purple one that I love that then turns pink when I hold it. I don't know if I can put it up to my camera. Oh, it's not very good because I've got a fleshy background. So it's a purple, and then when I hold it in my hot little hand, it goes pink.
Oh, wow.
And I love it.
I have got this one. Now, I don't know whether to bring this one because the material has got, there's some stray bits that have found its way into the material and they show up really badly on this. You can see a dark bit there. And there's a dark bit there. So that's just
Then that
stray
makes it
material
unique
that's found
then.
its... But this one glows in the dark and changes color under UV. So it goes purple if you put it in sunlight and it glows.
You know, I don't know if you can see that now. It's gone pink, sitting in my hot little hand. I love it.
But I do still have the color changing pigments and the glowing pigments and everything like that. So I can make custom pens of those materials. That's no problem at all.
Fantastic. Have we got questions for Dan? Anybody got any questions or any more questions? No? Okay. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you. Just before I introduce the last person on, just before I introduce the last person, there was a couple of people who've asked, who couldn't make, vendors who couldn't make tonight, who've asked me to just mention a couple of things. So the first one is Pineapple Studio. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Pineapple Studio, but they actually are the ones that run the Diamine Ink Studio. So there are still a few spaces left for you to mix your own Diamine ink, and they have changed it a little bit this time, and they actually I've made it a little bit longer, so it's an hour and a half, but in addition to making a bottle of ink, you get to make little samples of the ones that didn't quite make the cut. So there are some spaces of that left. And then the other thing class that they are running is a dominant industry class, and there's, I believe, 8 exclusive inks that you swatch, and you get a swatch sheet to work with, and there are still a few spaces left on that. So I've put the links to both of those into the chat. Thomas, Ang, and Jose, who I can't pronounce the surname of, sorry, are the nib meisters that are going to be at the show this time. They unfortunately couldn't make the chat this evening, but they have done a Q&A in group. If you search for their names, you'll be able to see it. You can ask any questions. They aren't running a time slots. They are just turn up on during the time that you're there. However, if you have disability or difficulty walking or standing, things like that, then let them know, and they will book you a time slot so that you're not stood hanging around. Anoto, again, unfortunately, couldn't be here this evening. The main things that they're going to have at the show, Mark, are Henry III Armoury pens. The Heritage Collection is going to be there, and they will have some show specials as well as sprinkled with a few prototypes available for you, which is always exciting. And Anya from Papier and Stift was supposed to be joining tonight, but she's actually travelling and couldn't make it. So she sent a little message, which is, greetings. I really enjoyed it being part of the pen show. It is always very difficult to decide what to bring to the LPS, but of course I will bring a nice flock of pelicans from the new N200 apricot up to the Tolodos. I'm not the person to be reading this. And the Ruddy Rother. The shop exclusive Quelveco Sport will be on my table, as well as some rare old Quelveco Sports. I know who might be interested in those too. Then there will be some new stuff. The fine new Rushy pens by Namaki and Platinum, the German exclusive Sailor Profit White Panda, Pilot Custom 91, 825 and Custom Arushi, and from Takia, another interesting Japanese companies using Sailor nibs, and will bring pens from funny interpretation of pocket pens to wonderful Arushi pens. And as promised, she will also be bringing some Italian pens from Montegrappa, and some extra Otto and some limited editions. So the final person who's going to speak tonight is Paul Clark. Paul, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Thank you very much. And I will just pin you.
Yeah.
There we go. Here's Paul.
Right, I haven't got a table or anything exciting like that, but I am bringing something that I've been playing about with for a few weeks. Just having fun, just for me, just to have fun, but it's something that I'm really enjoying. So I want to share it with a few people. So some of you might know that I did the banner headline for FPUK, the 10th anniversary.
Yep.
At the same time, over the summer break, I was having a play, because I'm a teacher, I was having a play with doing my own swatch card packs. This is my swatch box. And then all the cards are the same design.
Oh, phenomenal.
Really good fun. So I've set up a way of doing that. That's not going to be ready for this one, but the next London Pen Show, I'm going to bring stuff that anyone can have a go with this and take their own away with them if they want. But what I am bringing to London Pen Show is this. So I don't know if anyone knows Pokemon cards. I've made 60 packets of Pokemon style trading cards. So I'm bringing 30 packets per day. And I can't remember the number, right? I can't remember the ratio, but some of them are FPUK packs.
Brilliant.
Some of them are London Pen Show packs. Sometimes they've got things that are relevant to each one. So if I open the Fountain Pen UK pack, you get, in each pack you get a sticker. But actually you get 2, possibly 3. I might have enough space to do 3 stickers. Each one comes with an art class of how to draw something. Shiny sticker. Another sticker. So I think I've got enough stuff to do 3 cards. Each are going to come with 2 blank swatch cards and then 1 that I'll fill in with ink. Each will come with a hand-drawn piece of artwork. And then that's it. That's the pack. So you get 8 or 9 things. I'm still trying to, like, my desk looks like an absolute cataclysm of piles of stuff at the moment. I'm gonna do, like, because all the things that I do, I always do for charity donation. This one has cost quite a lot to set up. So I don't even know what I'm going to charge her, if anything. I've got a few packs I'm going to give away to people. Because I've only got 60 packs, but I've got a couple that I really want to give to people. If anyone wants to come and find me, have a pack. I don't even know. Just give me a couple of quid for it to cover the costs, or give me like a nice ink swatch or something like that. But I tell you what, from an art, because most of the time I'm teaching art, this is the most fun I've had with art, with ink, for ages. And I'm just sitting there. I've been doing this for weeks now, just cutting bits of card out, cutting stickers out, printing stickers. My printer at home has never been used so much, and I'm really excited to come to London Pen Show anyway. But these packs of stickers make me so happy, so I'm looking forward to seeing what other people do with it. Now the trick is, I'm definitely going to have these packs for London Pen Show in March and for Dutch Pen Show. So you've got to decide whether you open it or not, because, you know, like, some old packets of Pokemon cards go for hundreds of thousands of pounds. So you've got to work out if you can wait or not. I do not think they're ever going to go for that, but I'm bringing, like, it's taken me long enough to do 60 packs. So I'll bring 60 packs with me. I'm going to see how that goes. I am looking forward to seeing what people do with them. But literally 30 a day, and that's it.
That's brilliant. Well, I want one.
Yeah, oh no, I've got one set aside for you already, actually. But you got to choose whether you get an FPUK or an LPS one.
Oh.
Right? I know, right? No, I've got a couple of people that I feel that
I'm not down FPUK, aren't I?
I've got about, because what I've done is I've had to send some of it off to print, because my printer at home will not do the thickness of card that I want it to do. It keeps jamming and not working. So I've sent it off to a print shop, which I was kind of hoping not to do, but it's the only way I can do it. And I can't remember the ratio, because there's like, I've got 18 cards per A3 sheet. And I think I've got something like 120 that are LPS, and then 60 that are London Pen Show, and I've got about 10 that are WAS. So I've got to work it out. But I've got a few packs that I'm just going to give to people straight away and say, there you go, thank you very much. Always love to see you.
Yeah.
People are just going to find me, and I'm very inconspicuous, walking around the place with orange hair and a beard.
It's gonna be really exciting. They look fantastic, Paul, and your art, as always, and the banner is incredible. So
apart from the work, I'm really enjoying them. But I think the next few days there's going to be quite a lot of cutting, sticking, and mild swearing.
Oh, bless you. They look incredible. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay. Did anybody have any questions for Paul? Otherwise, we will move on to the general part of the chat. No, brilliant, lovely. See you next week. Sorry, Chris.
Just wanted to remind everybody that we still have some of Paul's absolutely stunning greetings cards that he did for us last year, and we've got a few left. So if you want to have some greetings cards which are supporting Birmingham Children's Hospital charity, to whom we gave £750 of donation, which we're really chuffed about. We have got a few of Paul's cards left, so come along and grab them while you can. They're blank inside, so they're not sort of Christmas or anything specific, so they can be used for any occasion.
I still have one left. I haven't given it to anybody. I bought 3.
Brilliant. That's all. Thank you.
Paul, do you have a table?
No, I don't. I was umming and ahhing about it because we were having discussions about it. But this year has been quite busy brain-wise, and I just didn't think I could cope with it. But the next one, the March one, I cannot wait to do the stuff that I'm doing at the March one. It's going to be really good fun. That one I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this one, but there's going to be something quite cool that for the next London Pen Show that we can do.
You are aware that we're going to chase you across the show now, huh? Because we all know you have those bags. And I probably can't make it for the March show because I have small kids, and my husband will just let me go away on my own so much. So I'll be looking for you.
Excellent, lovely. That's exciting. Anybody else? Okay, I thank you very much. Thank you to all the vendors that joined us, and for letting us know what we can look forward to. There are a few things that have been posted in the chat, so I'll run through that and then I'll just open the floor. So there is also a Cult Pens workshop, and the link has been posted in the chat. Is anybody already doing it? It's an italic black letter workshop, apparently. So, no, okay, so those details have been put in there. And we've got a question, should we arrive early in order to get the good stuff? What do we think? I'll open that up to the floor for answers.
I mean, it's a classic, it depends, isn't it? Generally, if you're just there for shopping and snooping around, stuff doesn't disappear that quickly. If you're after the one prototype from Onoto, I recommend you show up as early as possible and fight with me for it. The only thing that might be worth sort of shooting for is Cult Pens every year have a bag of giveaways, and they only have a limited number for them, and they tend to run out really quickly. Although, to be fair, I think the contents were a bit of a mixed bag over the last few years. So you could debate if you want to go for that or not, and if it's worth the early bird ticket or not. I mean, cost-wise and money-wise, it's probably definitely worth it. But do you need another 3 different types of washi tape with a strange pattern, or do you need 4 ballpoint pens in colors that you don't need? I don't know. That's up to you to decide.
Yeah, good answer.
With my ultra faceted, these ones, I only ever make one of each. So if you're after one of those, I would say earlier.
Fair enough.
And maybe not an experience from the London Pen Show, but from the Dutch Pen Show, where I would say that extends to others, places like Bungo Box and all the places where things are normally not readily available. They will sell out of some inks and some special stuff potentially early. Things that you don't have to be there, like rush and run for the first 5 minutes. But when you come on a Sunday afternoon, you might not be in luck.
Yeah, but this is if you're looking for something very specific. If you're
Yes.
just coming to a general show or as a general visitor, not quite knowing what you're after, that's probably not something you would be worrying about, I would have thought. But no, you've got a point. If you are after something that's rare and you know it is there in limited quantity, by all means, aim for that particular stand first thing you're coming in.
I was really annoyed at myself. I saw Bungo Box on the first day and didn't realise that they had inks. So I didn't go until the second day and they barely had any left. Like hardly any at all. So they're on my list. But but obviously I'm not buying any ink at the London Pen Show, just for clarity for everybody.
Yeah.
Of course you're not.
I will discuss this with you on Sunday night, Steph.
Is this the right venue to discuss how many Steph is going to buy? Like, can we start?
Usually the session after the pen show is more
12.
interesting.
I'm going to go for 12 inks.
We should make a competition to guess, and whoever is right gets one of your packs.
Exactly.
The only problem is we will only
know
know on Sunday evening.
I'm scared to ask. No, I'm not scared to ask. I'm scared by how much I might spend on the Estabrook stand. But they said that they're going to bring a couple of I think it's Malaysia. They bought a couple of pens that were proofs and not to be manufactured.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I like the idea of that. Somebody said they got a completely custom, not a custom Estabrook, but one that wasn't going to be done. And I really like the idea of that.
There's some photos of those available. If you want, I can send them to you.
Okay, cool. But the other thing is they're going to announce quote marks the Snoopy one on the 10th, and I'm really hoping that's for sale at London, because I would buy that in a heartbeat. He said nervously
for under $100, I believe.
Sometimes.
Will they have any of the special nibs at Estabrook? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm afraid.
I can ask. I'm on their Discord. They didn't have at the Dutch Pen Show. And they're going to be at 2 shows at the same time. So it's going to be the question what they're bringing where, because I think the New York Pen Show is at the same time, isn't it?
Thank you, Michaela.
I mean, that's an interesting one, actually, because saying about whether or not you should get to the show early, in Holland, at the Dutch show, on Sunday, they actually ran out of stock and had to borrow stock from
Appelboom.
Yeah, that's right, because they actually ran out of stock, so they had to borrow stock from Appelboom and to sell, which was quite it was quite. But yes, lots of really positive feedback, Paul. Lots and lots of people want a pack of cards. Is there a pen meetup at the show on the Saturday? Yes, I've said we'll run a little FPUK meetup at 4:00 on the Saturday in the reception. If you've been before, there's a really long table in reception, so we'll just meet up around that and have a drink for an hour or so. So that is happening on the Saturday, and I may have a few samples of Great Expectations for you. So the next question is, I've got a Pelican pen I would like to sell. Are vendors interested in buying? I don't know the answer. Anybody know that one?
I think it's worth asking. There's a few classic examples. I mean, Sarge is probably somebody worth approaching, and just checking with them.
Is another one.
I think that if you want to sell a pen, you're not necessarily going to get the best price if you go to someone like Sarge or John or someone like that, because they have to resell them and they make a profit. I think Wes offer a service where you can put your pen on the table, and for a very nominal fee, I think it's 10%, they will sell it for you. And I think possibly, I could be wrong about this, but I think possibly you're much more likely to get more of a retail price if you go through the Wes way than if you go to someone like, well, let's not name any one person, but you know, if you go through one of those dealers who's going to make a profit on what they do. So I would look at either looking at BST if you don't want to sell at the show. If you think the show is a good opportunity to sell, which personally I think it probably is, then you can talk to and look at the page on the Wes website, and I'm sure Chris or George will be able to point you in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Dominic. And also worth remembering that Wes members can put things on the table, not everyone.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you've got to be a member of Wes to sell on the Wes table. Good point, George.
For £20, you know, you probably will get that back and have a whole bunch more stuff as well. So, yeah. But we're always happy to talk if you want to come in and just chat to us about it, but happy to talk. So we'll help.
Fantastic.
Maybe worth to mention that I don't know if everybody already knows, but Penn Venture won't actually be coming because I messaged them this morning and they said they were not coming. And there is at least one vendor who will only be there on Saturday. And I was gonna ask if anybody knows of anybody else who will be only there on Saturday. Because on another show I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna go there on Sunday, and they weren't there anymore. So
I don't know about other vendors, but Justin Van Buren is only going to be there on Saturday, and I know that because I will have his table on Sunday.
Who's that? Sorry, George.
So Justin Van Buren,
right,
will be there in the center of the main room. He will only have the table on Saturday, and I'll have his table on Sunday.
I think Manning is only going to be there on Saturday as well.
Yeah, that was the one. Thank you.
Do we have any? Sorry.
Will there be tables set aside for us to sit down and tinker with our stuff like they normally? They have round tables off to the side to sit down and have your drink or eat your sandwich, and normally that's where you'll ooh and ah over everybody's purchases and then go and buy some more.
Last year there was only 2 round tables, and they've got, well, according to their social media, they've got more vendors at this show than ever before. So I don't know how many tables they'll have within the show, but certainly there's a lot of space outside in the bar, etc., where you can go and sit. And generally, there's usually lots of people sitting around to go and sit with and show your wares.
There is, of course, the fact that they have put aside space for IZODs, and Roy has been quite loud in, no, we're not coming. So there might be space for some meetup tables.
Penn Venture also had an end table, a pretty big one. They're not coming.
Sorry, is Penn Venture not coming? Sorry.
Penn Venture.
Yeah,
isn't this the second show in a row that Emmy isn't coming to?
Yeah, I sent this morning a message because they have a ink set I was really interested in, and they said couldn't make it because of family issues.
Okay, fair enough.
He was supposed to bring a couple of pens for me. Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
I mean, maybe message them on their WhatsApp. Maybe I got the wrong person or so, but
it might also just be worth mentioning to anybody who knows Jeremy Collingridge, who also has usually 2 tables by Wes. Sadly, he's not well and has had to make the very difficult decision to pull out. So he won't be there, and he normally has a couple of tables. So other than knowing whether the UK Pen Show guys have, slotted anybody else in, it sounds possible that there could be quite a few spare tables. So
there you go. There's loads of space.
I think from the organisers' point of view, I don't know who's got the ear of the organisers, but I think it does benefit everybody because apart from the fact it's social and it's nice to go, and there are quite a lot of people on their own, shall I say, even if you've gone with a partner, they've normally wandered off somewhere to do something else and and so it can be a solo event. Undoubtedly, the sellers will make more sales because I have sat down and looked at what someone else has got and said, oh, I didn't see that. And they'll be, oh, they're on so-and-so's table at the end of the hall, or, you know, or you try out a notepad that you've maybe thought, oh, do I, don't I? And someone says, well, have a little go of mine. Oh, yes, I definitely want one. So I think it would help the organisers to actually appreciate that the people going, having a meeting space will help them make more sales.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah.
I've just dropped a message to.
Sorry, I just had a message from Sandeep who'd like to talk about Lotus pens. So let me continue.
Hi, sir. Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Perfect.
All right. So yeah, I'm in sort of a situation. I mean, Lotus Pens was supposed to be here this time. This was going to be the first time, and interesting. I was chatting with Mr. Arun. He's the owner, and he said he couldn't make it, and I was really feeling bad for him because I chatted with him about being here this time, and so I decided to, kind of go ahead and represent him. He said, I can send you all the stuff and you can be there for us. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically representing Lotus, and he's probably sending all his good stuff. Quite a large variety of materials. I think lots of ebonites, SCM ebonites, nickel ebonites. Most of their best-selling models, I believe so. Some of my favorites, I've asked him to send them as well. So really a very, very large collection. Some Rodens, hand-painted pens. I'd probably do a photo of pics of the sets that I have before the show, so that everybody has a good look. Yeah, and I think there'll be some other accessories like pen pillows, brass, specifically made out of brass. I believe that's what he said. But yeah, a really, really large collection of pens.
He couldn't make it last year to the Dubai Pen Show either, and me and some other people, we manned his. He was not feeling too well. I think Arun wasn't, so we manned his stable for quite a few hours. Yeah, is he feeling okay? Or
no, he's all right. Unfortunately, his visa was denied. I don't know how that happened.
Okay.
So
yeah,
but yeah,
he did a lovely pen for me, hand painted, and made some changes as well. When I, his famous peacock pen, he made one for me.
Yeah, incidentally, I spoke about that with him last time I was chatting, I think a couple of days back. I remember you posted, Anjum, the pen, and I told him that, I think he was asking really that, should I send more of these? And I said, I mean, you can, obviously, it's people might be interested. So yeah, there'll be quite a few hand-painted ones, gorgeous ones. I've seen them, about 7 or 8 of them. And that kind of also gives me the opportunity to talk about customization, which is really his forte. So what he does is basically, if you've ever dreamt of mixing and matching things, so you've got a certain material in mind, a nib type in mind, type of filling system, you basically come and talk about it, and he can put that together. That's what I've done. I think I'll probably bring a couple of my own pens, which I've done that way with him. So that's really one thing Lotus does very well.
Yeah, he's quite innovative in terms of shape of the pens as well.
Yeah.
one of his pen was like half black and half horn, one of the horn color. And it was lovely. And yeah, so there was a lot of interest in Dubai for his products.
Phenomenal. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Did anybody have any questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Dan's got his hand up.
Hi, Dan. You're on mute.
Not a question. I've just spoke to Vince from London Pen Shows about the tables.
Right.
So what he said is that tables will probably be near the bar area in that at the back. You know where iZods are? Yeah, that sort of area, because Cult have expanded.
Right, okay. Phenomenal.
That's what he said.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Thanks for finding that out.
Fabulous. I just think it really does help the vendors, because and even if you've taken, I sometimes take some of my favorite pens that other people might not have seen, and again, you then can point people to say, go and buy it from Cult or Pure Pens or Den, although I know you do one-offs. So, and I'm getting all excited. I'm currently re-inked and writing with my Sweetie pen now.
Are you doing one day or two, Jackie?
Sorry?
Are you coming one day or two?
Only one, I'm afraid. Husband and I, thank goodness it's on for 2 days. Husband and I have done a deal, because what he wants to do is on the Sunday, and because it's 2 days this year, I haven't got to give it up. So I shall come on the Saturday.
Oh, fantastic.
Saturday. Like a magpie, buying all the things I don't need but want.
All the shiny things.
I need no new pens. Oh, look at that. Den's one of the big problems.
Has anyone ever walked away from a pen show empty-handed?
Sort of.
Yes.
That's an illness, isn't it?
so busy on the Wes stand, run off my feet, that I actually was packing up at the end of the day and said, I have bought nothing. It can happen. It shouldn't happen, but it can.
The October show last year, I just got a little bit overwhelmed, and it was just very, very busy. And I actually got a refund for a pen as well. So whilst I did buy a couple of things, but only like shockingly ink and a notebook, I actually walked away with more money than I'd gone to the show with last year. That is not happening again.
Sounds like a goal, Steph.
That's another reason to have the tables to sit down, really, because you do get overwhelmed, and especially if the stalls are busy and they've got a lot of people in front of them. I don't want to push people out the way. I'm not terribly tall to get in to see what they've got. So going and sitting down and playing with what I might have bought in terms of some inks and pens and pads and things, and sit down, take a breather, take your drink and your sandwich, whatever, and then, I just think that space is more important than maybe. Well, it's nice that the vendors have recognised it, but that space is more important than some people, the organisers, might not have realised.
Also, Vince has joined the chat, and he said it's nice to see us all and hopes everyone is excited.
Also, don't be afraid of actually leaving the hall, going out either to the bar or outside for half an hour or so. You're not missing anything by going outside for a little while and just calming down and agonizing over should you buy this pen or not.
Especially
That's how I ended up with an Anoto Hurricane.
Especially if you're wondering about a particularly expensive pen, taking alcohol on board can be a really good, an easy way to get you over that decision-making process.
or filling your stomach with noodles downstairs is also a very good way of making a decision.
Absolutely.
Or talking too long to Tom. He will probably convince you that it's a good idea.
Talking to Tom for a lot can get really expensive really quickly.
If people need help making decisions, I could bring a load of dice.
People need help.
Always so helpful, Den.
Sorry to interrupt. If we're going to start chatting, that's wonderful, and we can stop on, but I'll stop the recording. So just wanted to thank everybody for joining, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the show. And don't forget that we're having the FPUK meet in the reception between 4 and 5 on the Saturday. Thank you.